Hello everybody, my name is Digital Cake. Welcome back to Factorio. So in the last episode, if you heard me, and you most likely did not like everyone else because YouTube had screwed up my audio somehow. I have the audio file currently. I've tried to re-upload the video, fixing with the fixed audio file, and YouTube does not want that audio file for some bizarre reason. So that episode will remain muted, but how about this? I will go into the audio of what I said, and I'll translate that into captions. That way you can at least understand what I said at all times. So, since you did not hear me, I set up this oil farm over here and the power plant up here, and added some more chests over here. Checked the border walls, and talked about how irritated I was that there's no pollution here anymore. And actually there's two itsy bitsy red squares. But like I said, still irritated. So while we're stacking up on all this crude oil, we need to start prepping for the future. AKA, we're gonna want to start prepping our farms. Finally, we're able to start farming our supplies again. Okay, so first things first, we probably want to get the science back up. Which means we're gonna want all the concrete I can. I'm physically able to carry. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah. Alright, so this is going to be like the main platform that we're going to have. We'll have a majority of the storage and, of course, the science machines and stuff like that. Okay, so in the last episode, a couple things I did indeed talk about were, yeah, my favorite. Okay, so I talked about the storm that's heading in towards Washington, which is the state I live in the United States of America, in North America, well, on the continent of North America, on the planet of Earth, in dimension C-137. If you guys get that reference, you know, write that reference down in the comment below. Comments, not comment. Okay, so there is a typhoon heading towards Washington State, which is expected to bring 80-mile-per-hour winds and a couple inches of rain tomorrow morning alone. Now, this recording is the night before, so if you hear heavy winds or it's starting to pick up rain, because I can actually hear the rain starting to pound off the roof, even though the roof isn't made of metal, you can still hear it very well. It's not the end of the world, it's just my world falling apart. So this episode and Friday's episode, so both Thursday and Friday's episode will be recorded this night and set to upload at certain times ahead of time, just in case I lose power, which is probably going to happen. And if that happens and I'm not able to get power back on in time, then I don't think you guys are going to be happy campers. So I think being able to pre-record this just for a little while is well worth it. Okay, so we also set up this power plant, which is running perfectly. Also, all this water is right here. Why, you may ask? Well, it's to stockpile just in case. We're gonna need water at any time for like chemical purposes. We have plenty stocked up. I mean, we also have a bunch. We have way more things than we actually need, which is both good and bad. How much stone do I need for a stone furnace? Okay, so don't mind this itty-bitty amount of grinding, because I need to finish stuff right there. That means these can start up, which means I'm going to need even more of these burner inserters, which are my favorite inserters because they're annoying. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now that that's done, let's go back down here. I also have these big electric poles connecting the rest of the base together. So this oil field, my goal this time is to just stock all the crude oil up into a bunch of tanks and then use it from there. Now, that might not sound like the most genius idea in the world, but trust me, it really is intelligent. At least I find it intelligent. I mean, if you don't find it intelligent, well, forget you guys too, but, I mean... So if I am a little bit quiet, it's probably because I'm half asleep, and I really have one more episode to go, and that's, Don't Starve? Wait, no. I've already recorded Don't Starve, so I mean, I am perfectly fine and capable of going to sleep right after this. And then in the morning, I am able to, upload these both and set them to their appropriate times where they shall go up at the appropriate time. And then once that is done, it is out of my life for till the end of the weekend, because like I had discussed in that video yesterday, the subtitles might not be done till about Friday. Monday at the latest. I'll try to get it around pretty quickly. But I cannot promise anything with the storm on the horizon. I really can't. I really can't. I hope I could, but I can't. It's physically impossible for me to tell the weather. Of course, I could always just make the great assumption of Washington weather that it's going to be raining, but that's an understatement, and it's probably going to be doing a lot more than raining. Okay. Oh no. So this episode may be cut a little bit short only because I have limited amounts of time. And I am ridiculously freaking tired. Now, I'm not blaming that at all on you guys, as it's not even remotely your fault, and I really should have went to sleep earlier yesterday, since I knew that the storm was coming. Then I should have slept or recorded the one episode at least, yesterday, while I had the chance. But of course, me being the beautiful, astonishing genius that I am, thought, I can do it. I'm not gonna be tired. Even though exams are currently going on, I'm not gonna be tired at all. I'm not saying my exams are difficult. They really are not. It's just they put you through a lot more steps than you actually need, and it's kind of irritating. You know, I'm actually going to research laser turrets. There we go. Speaking of speed upgrades, I need to grab all the speed upgrades I can, because I've got to go fast. Actually, I just plan on upgrading as many machines to go as fast as possible, as production is currently my highest priority. Mainly, I'm going to put them into these, so it can pump out oil even faster. Of course, I'm also going to have to constantly check on these just to make sure that they don't overflow, because if they overflow, then I'm not going to be able to pump out oil anymore. If I'm not able to pump out oil anymore, that's really bad, and if it's really bad, then I probably don't want it to happen, and if I probably don't want it to happen, it's very bad. So I'm probably going to connect even more tanks. I know that may sound a bit ludicrous to you guys, but to me, I am stockpiling only for the impending doom of running out of resources on this island. And once I do, guess what we get to do? Empires. And what I mean by that is, no, we're not going to start dressing up in pure white and terrorizing a bunch of innocent civilians. No, we're going to be destroying everything and not caring what happens to the indigenous species that is currently being affected by it. Okay, yeah, we're pumping oil quickly. Alright, so pump jacks. So, as we walk and talk, I will explain to you what's happening. Alrighty. So, currently, aliens are starting to move back into this area, because now I'm no longer murdering them, and pollution's no longer there, which means that they want to actually spread out, which is decent enough, only because then I can kill them off again and get even more stuff from them. Also, walls. Somebody told me that the walls are going to do absolutely nothing, and I simply replied with, thanks for the advice, as I'm going to, once I get the laser turrets down, I'm going to switch out all the conventional gun turrets for laser turrets. because, you know, lasers look a lot freaking cooler while they're shooting. So, I mean, if you lived in the path of Hurricane Matthew, you know, I mean, just send me a message in the YouTube comments, like saying how bad it is, how good it is, estimated casualties, how you were affected, if any of your loved ones died. I'm terribly sorry, as it is a natural disaster and we can't exactly stop those yet. Oh man, I really hope science can be able to stop natural disasters eventually. That would be wonderful. Also, somebody complained about my storage and told me that I could not be able to find anything. And I told them I can. Because look, over here to the right below the map, it tells me exactly what everything is in here at all times. Which means I am master at putting things away. That and finding things about a game. So just, you know, shut up, okay? You don't compare anything that you saw here on the internet, as I will deny everything that you say. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need more pipes, as I need metric crap tons of oil to be stored up at one point. I will start to use them. Also, going to want to start setting up my radar system again. Why, you may ask? Should I do this? Well, it's because it's very intelligent to do, as it can provide me a lot of information about what's going on at my base at all times. Yes, so basically what I want is my entire island to have advanced sonar at all times. That way I can constantly see updates around my base in real in-game time. Also, we're producing a lot more coal than we actually need. We're producing also a lot more water than we actually need, which is good. That's very good. It's production, I'm telling you guys. I really am. Okay, there's even more oil wells to add. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna have to watch this because this is actually going pretty quickly. Building up anyway. I mean, I don't know how well it actually will hook up. Okay, so as these things are going, I don't know what they're doing because, well, realistically, they're not connected to anything, so I don't know why they're even running. And this is also going to be probably a pollution problem, and we're going to have to move out of this island in a couple days. Or a couple episodes, basically. Mainly because I cannot manage to maintain one area clean enough to live in for very long. And every one of you should know that. There we go. Now this may look ugly, but hey, it works. Do not judge my beautiful organization, because I know you guys may not be able to follow it, but I can clearly tell what's going on. We're pumping oil. Clearly we're pumping oil. And you know, yeah. Alrighty, there we go. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to maintain the crap out of this thing. We're gonna have so much oil when we're done with this. Alrighty, but I have ran out of time for this episode. So, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment telling me to stay safe or how to inevitably screw up my base in 7 ways or more. In 20 minutes or less, how to screw up your base. There we go. I've probably already failed miserably. And if you like this content, would like to see further content from me, myself, Digital Cake at Digital Cake Productions, make sure to subscribe. Not that difficult, really isn't. I could potentially tell you how simple it really is. And then I will encourage you guys to, you know, share with your friends if you think I'm shareable. I mean, if I'm just an utterly unbearable person and you've just decided to suffer long enough to make it through this video because you were dared to or something, I'm very sorry. I really am. My name is Digital Cake, signing off, and stay safe. Bye-bye.